Good afternoon, everyone. More summer snow. Alps and the Pyrenees, all the way to Switzerland. Wind chills of 14 degrees Fahrenheit in Scotland. Hikers rescued. All-time highest river levels ever in Niger. A look at the Sudan. Karachi, biggest floods in 100 years. Directly related to cosmic ray increases. So if we are in the red box, and the lower the solar activity, the more cosmic rays, where are we going to be going in 2025? We're going to be living in a water world. As Americans seek economic protection during a highly political pandemic and nationwide shutdown, Bank of America is shining a light on gold to grow to $3,000, while analysts are calling for silver to reach $30 this year. Only one investment stands out: gold. Patriot Gold Group has no fee for life IRAs, where your IRA or 401k can be in physical gold or silver. At Patriot, work directly with an owner and avoid paying absurd broker fees. Call today or request a free investment kit. PatriotGoldGroup.com. The link's in the description box below. And to understand the mechanisms of cosmic rays causing more clouds, more floods, and you'll see the direct relationship. I'm going to start back in 1965, far left of the chart. As the lower the solar activity goes, the higher the cosmic rays. And you'll see on the right side of the chart where we are going to in the future is definitely going to increase cosmic ray density. And with Valentina Zarkova's report coming out the beginning of August, forecast is where we are in the red box with incredibly high cosmic rays causing massive floods already, to even lower solar activity with more cosmic rays. I would predict we are entering the megaflood stage on Earth. Keep this in mind as we look through history back through the last 600 years, through the Maunder minimum, through the Dalton minimum. The cosmic ray density there is so far above anything that we have seen in the last 150 years. But where we are going over the next 5 is going to take us through the Dalton minimum, and by 2030, entering into the Maunder minimum type events here. Cosmic rays are going to increase so dramatically, and so are the floods on the planet. This low solar activity is allowing these cosmic rays to penetrate our magnetosphere, causing a new cloud layer to form between 15,000 and 18,500 feet. I encourage you to watch Heinrich Svensmark, free movie, The Cloud Mystery, to explain the mechanisms. It is so well explained, so easy to understand. And every time you see a flood story in the media, it's going to immediately take you back to low solar activity and the grand solar minimum that we have officially now entered. So with Northern Africa slated to become a new grow zone on our planet to replace the production lost in places like Canada, Northern China, Northern Europe, etc., we should be looking for more rainfalls in these arid areas. In Niger, highest water levels ever recorded on the Niger River in the capital, Niamey. And a glimpse here on the map for you, area in yellow. Straight in the middle of the new crop growing area, Algeria, Libya, all-time record production. Northern Niger slated to use well water and above ground rainwater to produce a new grow zone, starting a new crop production area. The natural rainfall is the key element in addition to the Nubian aquifer tapping. So looking at the Niger River, 6.69 meters is the new record mark. Eclipsed 6.4 meters was the previous record. And some images here as the water flows into the farm fields. These floods are good for agriculture, not good for people. They're going to have to relearn where the river boundaries are and where the floodplains are, because this is going to continue to accelerate through the next 15 years into areas that haven't seen floods in 400 or 500 years. That'll become the new normal. And as we look across the crop growing zones, you can see the potential for increased yields after excessive rainfalls. Now, if this were channeled and farm fields irrigated, imagine the possibilities. And as with any floods, you would expect them to pool into river basins and then on into dry to lake basins. Literally, dried lakes will begin to fill again across Central Africa. Thousands displaced by lake floods in Kenya and Uganda, Lake Albert and Lake Kyoga. And it looks like the water level's right to the roofs of the homes there, a good 6 feet deep. Where are these two lakes? Right along the western Rift Valley, the former edge of an African megalake. It is beginning to refill, and this portends a cycle of at least 4,500 years inbound for Africa as the West African monsoon shifts now up to the Sudan. Blue Nile overflowing its banks. They're walking through water. That's not normal. That's a new climate pattern setting up for rainfalls, which could be tapped for irrigation across northern and central Africa. Now over to Pakistan. Afghanistan also flash floods, record floods right on the same border here with Pakistan. This is in Karachi. The Nation news media reporting their biggest floods in at least 100 years as everything goes underwater. But look at the amount of litter that's floating on top. This is a shocking photo here. I look at this and think, wow. Be safe, my friend. And also other areas around Karachi gives you a good indication on how deep and how rare, unusual these floods are. Now water comes in many forms. When it turns cooler, it freezes and comes down as snow. Summer snowfall in the Alps and the Pyrenees. This caught everyone off guard as well. Summer snow for how many umpteenth time from Japan to the United States to China to Europe. The day before, the day after. Foretelling of what type of winter this is going to be in the Northern Hemisphere. It seems exceptionally snowy and colder than normal. Farmers' Almanac's also calling for the coldest in 100 years to be set our Northern Hemisphere winter. But as we look from France, and those mountain biking and hiking as well, into Switzerland, now that things are clearing off, they can see the snow totals that have fallen over the last 2 days. 16 inches of summer snow. Thought snow was going to be a thing of the past, but maybe I misheard that. Not really sure. I remember the quote somewhere by some guy who said something. Now also, 14-degree Fahrenheit wind chill when hikers were stranded in the Scottish mountains. Freezing hikers rescued. Nothing to see here. And then notice the snow that's still stuck around through the summer in the warmest year ever. And down to the coldest August day on record. Outside London about 2 hours, northwest Bedfordshire. You have to do this in two parts with the graphics here. See, the BBC didn't pick this up and put it together. It took an independent researcher to find the old data with the new maximum temperatures. Record cold in August. You go through all those other dates and you only see 15 degrees Celsius, 16 degrees Celsius. And in the same station, we see 14 degrees Celsius. It wasn't widely reported except for independent journalists picking it up. I wonder why. And with cosmic rays increasing, you can definitely see how our food production globally is going to be affected. So how prepared are you for emergencies and breakdowns in supply chain? Adapt 2030 and My Patriot Supply, the 1 week or 4 week emergency food supply. The link's in the description box below. Give yourself the peace of mind knowing that you don't have to leave your home because you already have supplies inside. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video, and I'll see you next time.